If you want to be a part of the conversation before it happens here on YouTube, click that link in the description to join the free Courtside Financial Discord. What's going on, everyone? My name's Obi, and welcome back to the Courtside Financial Podcast, the podcast where we talk about business and technology. In today's episode, we're going to be talking about China's latest power move and why Nio might be playing 4D chess while everyone else is playing checkers. So trust me, you're going to want to stick around for this one. If you're new to the channel, you already know what to do. Hit that subscribe button. Click the notification bell icon whether you're new or returning so you don't miss out on another video. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and leave a comment down below. All your engagement really does go a long way in helping us continue to do research, continuing to push our content out to a broader audience and get this information to more people. So we thank you for that. And without further ado, let's get into today's episode. Let's start with the news everyone's talking about today. China just announced extending their trade-in subsidies into 2025. And the details are fascinating. We're looking at up to 20,000 RMB. That's a little over 2,000 US dollars for trading in your old ride for a new EV. Or 15,000 RMB if you're going to be sticking with gasoline but getting something with a 2-liter engine or smaller. Now here's where it gets interesting. They've actually expanded the eligibility criteria. Previously, you needed a car registered before June 2011 to qualify, but now they moved that date up to June 2012. For EVs, they pushed the cutoff from April 2018 to December 2018. That might sound like a small change, but trust me, in terms of market impact, it's huge. Let me break this down. Deutsche Bank and these folks know their stuff. They're projecting that this could drive demand up by 3 million units in 2025 alone. That's not just a bump, that's definitely a major shift. We're talking double-digit growth in Q2 and Q3, pushing the market to potentially hit 30 million units in total. That's an 11% year-over-year growth, folks. But here's where it gets really interesting, something that I don't think that enough people are really talking about. The subsidies are actually going to benefit lower-priced EVs disproportionately. Think about it. If you're getting a 20,000 RMB subsidy on a 150,000 RMB car versus a 500,000 RMB car, which buyer is getting the real deal? Percentage-wise, or the better deal, I should say. So this is where things get spicy for companies well positioned in the right pricing segment. Now that brings us to Nio, and full disclosure, as all of you who have been on the channel or have seen my videos know, I'm a Nio bull. But what I'm about to break down for you is purely objective and also fascinating in my opinion. While everyone's been focusing on the premium brand, the flagship brand, which is Nio, they've definitely been orchestrating something brilliant with both of their sub-brands, Onvo and Firefly. Let's talk about Firefly first. Firefly's president, Jin Ji, forgive me if I'm saying that wrong, I'm not Chinese, but I do my research and I try to get the information out there. He talked all about Firefly and what the intention for the brand is. This is obviously now pretty widespread information, but they're going after the high-end small car market. They're targeting competitors like BMW's Mini and the Mercedes Smart. But here's the genius part. They're not just thinking about China. This is a global play from day one, and the pricing strategy around 150,000 RMB. But, and of course, this is crucial, and we talk about this with Nio all the time when we're talking about their cars and pricing strategy. The battery as a service model could make this price tag even lower. So perfect timing with these new subsidies, right? But wait, it gets even better. In the interview that Jin did not too long ago, he dropped some serious news. They're planning to enter 25 countries by 2025. That's not just ambitious, that's pretty aggressive for this sub-brand. But here's why it might actually work. In Europe, small cars aren't really niche like they are in China. They're mainstream. We're talking about a 4 million vehicle market. And check this out, they've actually developed 2 different chassis tunings, one for China, one for Europe. They're not just exporting Chinese cars. Firefly is building a global product. And of course, that's the kind of detail that makes it different. Now let's talk about something that doesn't get enough attention, their battery swapping strategy. Firefly isn't just copying Nio here. They're creating a new compact system specifically for small cars. Think container-sized stations that can be deployed flexibly. In my opinion, that's smart infrastructure planning. And we can't forget about the sub-brand that's already on the market, Onvo. These folks just hit over 10,000 deliveries in December. That's a 107% increase from November. They're not just selling cars, they're building infrastructure. By the end of 2024, they had access to 1,062 battery swapping stations, and now they're adding 1,000 more 60 kilowatt hour battery packs before the Chinese New Year. Think about that timing. They're ramping up their capacity right before one of the biggest travel seasons in China, and they're offering free battery swaps during the holiday as well. That's how you build brand loyalty, folks. Now let's talk numbers, because Jin made it clear Firefly isn't just about market share, it's about profitability. The team is lean, less than 1,000 people, and they're reusing a lot of Nio's existing tech stack. That's smart resource management. So what does all this mean for the broader market? China isn't just supporting EVs, they're reshaping the entire market. The subsidies are one part, but still, don't forget that new electric vehicle tax is still 0% through 2025. Deutsche Bank expects about 500,000 units before it goes up to 5% in 2026. And here's where Nio's strategy looks very appealing and particularly brilliant. They're not just competing on price. With Firefly, they're creating different value propositions for different markets. In China, it's a premium small car. In Europe, it's a quality entry into a mainstream segment. And with Onvo, they're hitting the sweet spot of the family SUV market. Let's put this into perspective. While European brands like BMW Mini have had to slash prices by 40,000 RMB in China, Nio's building a global brand that could work well in multiple markets. They're not just reacting to market conditions, they're positioning themselves to shape them. Here's what fascinates me about all of this. Nio isn't just playing the game, they're changing it. With Firefly and Onvo, they've built brands that could work in both China's subsidized market and Europe's small car market. That's not just good business, that's strategic brilliance. Remember, while I'm bullish on Nio, we've got to stay objective. These are exciting developments, but execution is everything. Will they hit their target of 25 countries by 2025? Will Firefly even succeed in both China and Europe? These are questions that, as responsible investors, we need to be skeptical of and watch closely. But one thing's for sure, between China's market support and Nio's strategic moves, 2025 is already, in these 8 days, shaping up to be a fascinating year for the EV space. We're watching history being made in real time, folks. Anyways, that's all for today's episode of the Courtside Financial Podcast. I hope you found this valuable, informative, insightful, helpful, useful, at the very least entertaining. If it was any of those things for you, please hit the subscribe button, please hit the like button, please click the notification bell icon, and leave a comment down below. All your engagement really does go a long way in helping out this channel, helping us to get information to more people, helping us to grow and reach a broader audience. So we wish you a happy new year, lots of content to come this year, consistently. But we'll catch you in the next episode of the Courtside Financial Podcast. Again, my name's Obi, OBI. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one.